Hi guys.
Hi.
I'm Alyssa.
I'm Diamond.
And I'm Anabelle.
Yeah. And this is the first day of our mission trip in Portland, and so we're going to talk about what we did.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing we did today, we went to this place called Open House, and like it's a place for like homeless people that like live on the streets and stuff, and they like take them in like for free, and they just help them to like get better from like their addiction and stuff. And basically, like a lady named Vicky, she gave us a tour around the whole place, and it's like really nice there. And they have like the rooms for like the people are really nice. Like they're better than the places we stay at right now.
It's really big. It's like bigger than a typical college dorm because it has a kitchen and a bathroom.
And they're all like donations.
Yeah, it's all donated. Like it's all furnished and linen and everything. It's crazy. It's dorm goals. Oh my gosh.
And so basically, all we did today was we played with the kids. We were gonna have like a VBS thing and like teach them about God and stuff. But today we just played with them, to like warm them up.
And there weren't that many people, or that many kids too.
Yeah.
So.
It was fun. And we actually really clicked.
We really did.
Really fast.
It was nice.
Yeah. I was glad.
Yeah, they were saying how like other groups, or like our Kaleo leader was saying how other groups like kind of clicked with them after a while, but like
We were the fastest.
Yeah.
we were the fastest because like swag.
And
Wow.
oh, we also did that thing, let's do this.
Oh well, okay.
Wait,
So
at the end.
Okay, wait, just kidding. Wait.
no, we can't resist. Okay. This is what we did with the kids. Like this is how we bonded.
Yeah. So basically, you put your hands in and you go.
Power Rangers!
And then we literally did that like we did like 20 times like in
a row.
They're just like again. Like again, okay.
And then sometimes they would put us in like jail. Like they kept putting us in jail.
And then we would have to drink gasoline, but it was like fake.
I know they're like torturing us.
But it was fun.
It was real, but it was fun torture.
Okay, it sounds bad. They're not like that.
No. It wasn't. It was all jokes.
It was like playing pretend.
It was playing pretend.
Yeah,
It was,
kids.
we
They have
play
their
along.
weird games.
It was.
I think I can name all the kids. Okay.
Go.
You ready? Okay. There's Junior. There's Jamel. And
You
I always
mess
forget.
this
I always
up. I
forget
know which
their
one
name.
you're talking about.
Odessa. I always forget how to say her name. Okay. Alexis. Eric. Brianna. Who else? Katie.
And then babies.
There's Matthew.
And then Blue Eyes.
We don't know his
Yeah.
name yet.
So
we'll find out tomorrow.
We're gonna call him Blue Eyes
Blue
for now,
Eyes.
and then we'll get back to you guys
It's something.
tomorrow on what his name is.
Tune in next time for Blue Eyes' real name.
They're all kids. They're really nice.
Second thing we did today.
No, yeah, okay. So then after that, it was from like 9 to 12, we played with them. And then we had lunch in the car, just me. And then we went to this thing called Real Life Exhibit. And basically it held all these different exhibits to show like different circumstances of poverty around the world. So it would have like an exhibit showing like tsunami disasters and the victims and their stories and like just how tall the tsunamis were. So they had an actual like model of like a wave, and it said this wave was 25 feet high. And she actually took a picture of it. It's really cool. But but she's like,
I don't
she's
know,
like
right?
this small.
Yeah,
And then the wave
wave
was
is like
up
this
here,
tall.
and that was 25 feet. And then it had this little listing on the front that said, this is 25 feet, but there's one, what was it, in what country?
It was like 90 feet, right?
Oh yeah, in
Japan.
Japan it was 90 feet, so we were like,
So like that's 25, and then
Jeez,
90 was
yeah.
all the way up there, and I'm like that.
and like just to think of like the force that that wave has, like I get tossed and turned by like little waves already, but like, what are those? Like what? Like that's crazy. So yeah, it was really eye-opening and really sad to see. It's like, oh my gosh, like, people really go through this, and like we rarely think about these things when we hear it on the news. So it's really eye-opening. Anyways, there were other exhibits like showed like statistics for HIV and just the spread, how it's spread in like African countries and how it really affects even like children just being born, like they're 6 and they have HIV, so it's crazy. And there's the Uganda genocide and like child soldiers, and we were able to read stories of the child soldiers, like there were little like placards on the walls, and there was one like this one kid got like kidnapped by the was it Lord's Resistance Army, which is the Uganda, the thing that the genocide thing, the tribe that was massacring all these people in Uganda, and so they captured kids to be child soldiers so that they can help kill all these people, and they basically brainwashed them. But this boy told a story where the army made him beat up his own father, and like he was explaining how he remembers, like he's been haunted by his father's screams, like he can still remember how they sounded. It was like crazy to think about, like you have to go through that, someone make you go through that when you're a kid. And so, but yeah, there's also exhibits like in Mexico City. A lot of people live in dumps, garbage dumps, and most children don't make it to the age of 5 there, which is crazy. And yeah, what else was there?
There's the lady, or like her family, they like cough, like they cook inside their home.
Oh yeah, there was like no ventilation, and so they live in this like really small hut. They have a stove in the corner. They use like wood, and then like so I guess sometimes manure, they use it to burn. And there's no ventilation, so all the smoke that's being produced is like stuck in their house. And there's photos where like she's in her house and like, you can barely see her because the smoke is like so thick.
Like in that exhibit, there was like what was it, like
The sounds of
the
them
sounds
coughing?
of like
Oh, yeah.
like of her coughing, and it was like if like actually felt like you were like there in the home.
Yeah.
And it was just like really bad conditions, and it was just sad.
Yeah. They made the exhibits really real. Like when I was in the garbage dump exhibit, the whole floor was covered in like cardboard, plastic stuff, and dirty. And I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I'm here. But it was really eye-opening, and just to see the kind of circumstance people live in, and like that's like on a normal basis, like that's their life. And yeah, it's just really eye-opening. And we shared later about how we felt. We felt like sad, guilty about like how we live here, and how sometimes like, well, a lot of the time we really don't think about how people are living in other countries. And yeah, we talked about how we want to make a difference and stay aware of these things, become knowledgeable about these things, like learn more, and try to serve even in our local communities, because that's still a way we can serve. God called us to serve wherever we are. It doesn't have to be like this international charity organization that we send money to, but because he called us to. And he said, Tim and I were talking about it, was like Matthew 25:40. Yeah, God says like, whatever you do to the least of these, you do to me. was open.
And then after that, we went on a scenic walk around downtown Portland.
Yeah.
And then we basically observed like the buildings, the people, the types of shops there. And we just like walked around in this like big rectangle. And then we passed Voodoo Donuts. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then, oh wait, go ahead.
Oh, like it's so like weird because like you see all like these businesses there, but then there's like one spot where like just like a bunch of like corners of like homeless people, and it's just like so weird. And like Tim told us that like during the night they all like get together in groups and they all like just protect each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's kind of sad that like people like aren't like aware of that, like it's like right where they're living.
Yeah, like they ignore them pretty much. It's really different from like San Francisco homeless people.
Yeah.
They're like all grouped together like party or something. But whereas like San Francisco is like a single homeless person you see in the corner. Yeah, there's a lot though. There's a lot more than I expected. There's a lot in like the park and stuff. But, yeah.
And we also like when we were walking around, we talked to this lady, and she was
with like a children's organization for children that
homeless children.
Yeah.
And she was like, and then we told her about how like we were here to like help like homeless people, and she was saying how like people like San Francisco is like giving tickets to people, to homeless people there to move to Portland because it's like better to be homeless in Portland than San Francisco. I mean, it's not.
There's a lot more like resources here in Portland for the homeless. There's a lot of like charities and organizations that help because there's already so many. So yeah, it's cool to see. It's eye-opening too.
There's a lot of coffee places too.
There's a lot of coffee places
And then the buildings are like a mixture of modern and like old. So then you get that nice blend.
Yeah, there's like a lot
It's
of
really nice.
real nice. There's a lot of brick buildings and bridges
Those places are food though.
and a lot of food. Yeah, you can tell they're like you can see what the Portland people see as important. Like it's either food shops. What else is there?
Clothing, small clothing boutiques,
Coffee.
lots of it.
And then there's actually a lot of like adult shops or like strip clubs. And Tim was telling us how Portland's actually the second not largest city, second largest, but like the second most adult shop populated city behind LA. I don't know how to write that, but that was surprising. So.
And then after we did the scenic walk, we got boba.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
Of course, we gotta do our early boba run.
It was really cute there. Like, Portland is really nice.
It's so cute.
I like want to live here.
I know.
And then after boba, our team debriefed about what we looked at.
We basically just told you.
Yeah.
But you got the inside scoop.
Yeah. Today was pretty chill day.
It was pretty chill.
I'm so excited for the rest of the week. And the night walk, right?
Night strike.
Night strike. Like,
I guess we'll find out.
yeah. We'll see what God has in store for us. For sure. Yeah. Really excited.
So yeah, that was our day. That was our vlog.
Day 1. 15 minutes.
Ready?
Okay, we will always end with this.
We're gonna always end with this.
We're
so
the Power Rangers.
don't be
We got
alarmed.
the Power.
Power. Oh.
Or should we count down?
Power.